And thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great weekend. Let's check in now with Jamie in Studio B for a preview of what's ahead on Sports Overtime.
All right, well, thank you very much, Angela and Allison. Coming up tonight, we'll have, of course, Kentucky football highlights. They win tonight at Commonwealth Stadium against the South Carolina Gamecocks, 17-10. The final kind of a boring game had more defensive highlights than we do offensive highlights. At least that's what Sports Director Josh McKinney has texted me tonight. And also we'll have our Game of the Week with Union and Cumberlands. We'll also have some U-Pike. Not a good day for U-Pike. And, of course, much more to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. What up, what up? I am Jamie McCracken. Welcome into another edition of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. And before I get to anything else, I got to mention, I picked up a Hershey's bar tonight, thinking it was just a regular Hershey's, and it had almonds in it. I did that during a commercial break. It's pretty good, though. But we have U-Pike, Wise, Union, and Cumberlands all in action. I won't talk anymore about my candy eating, but we start with the Kentucky Wildcats hosting South Carolina tonight inside Commonwealth Stadium. And South Carolina, of course, is a team Mark Stoops has had success with. The Cats have won 2 straight over the Gamecocks, looking for a 3rd straight over South Carolina. Defense showing up early for the Cats. Brandon McElwain tucks it and runs it. However, this was on 3rd down, and Derek Beatty says you're not getting a 1st down. You know what? Most of this game early was like this. There's not much going either way. However, in the second quarter, it got going a little bit. Kentucky strikes first via a field goal. Austin McGinnis, he connects. Cats go up 3-0, but then South Carolina's offense gets going. McElwain completes the pass to tight end Hayden Hurst, and look at the flowing locks all the way inside, down inside the UK 10-yard line, and then the drive ends with the touchdown. A.J. Turner right around the corner and untouched into the end zone. That makes it 7-3 Gamecocks. That's all we have, though. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. You see Steven Johnson tonight, 11 of 19, 135 yards, did not have a touchdown, 1 interception. Boom Williams and also Benny Snell had a good game, also on the ground for the Cats. You see Boom's stats there, 15 carries, 123 yards, 1 touchdown. Kentucky wins 17-10. They're back at 500, 2-2. Of course, we'll go to Alabama next week. Mark Stoops just got off the podium. Here he is now.
And in critical situations, those tough yards, we all know that certain games are going to come down to very close calls in inches. And it was nice to see our O-line get that 4th down right there and not have to go back on the field. That's the way you want it. And so, but yeah, he can give us that chance.
Did your secondary answer the bell tonight?
They did. They did. They were much sharper. And those were the guys, also that I've been, leaning on because, we need to play better. And they played a lot better today.
Mark, your biggest win since you've been here?
They're all, they're so tough. They're tough. They're tough. It's not an easy business, and that's okay. We know what we're in for. And, yeah, it's a big win. It is. I guess you could say that. We're in year 4, and we all know what comes with it. The heat's always on, and so. Comes with the territory. So it was a needed win, yes.
At one point, Stephen is 7 of 8, but you're 1 for 6 on 3rd down. Were you trying not to put too much burden on each shoulder?
Yeah, he missed the 1 3rd down. I want to say over the middle. We thought it was open. He overthrew it and got the interception. And then some of it was protection. I thought late in the game we had a 3rd down that we had it schemed up pretty good. We thought it was there. And I don't know if his vision was bad or protection broke down, but he pulled it down. I think he was, wanting to be careful with the football at that point also.
How do you evaluate him overall?
I'll have to watch the film. I know he made plays when he had to.
How big was this scramble to get down to the 1 on that 3rd down?
Yeah, that was very big. And that's what you guys know. We've seen people do that to us. It's a backbreaker. When you have things covered or you get some good pressure and a guy pulls it down and scrambles and makes that 1st down, it hurts your defense, and it was big for us. And it was a smart decision and good vision by him and a good run.
Is this the best game that Denzel Ware's played since he's been?
He looked like he played really solid to me. He missed one. You'll probably see it on TV. I was chewing his butt during the game, but he didn't get. He lost some leverage on a swing. that we had corrected at halftime on some things. And so, but yes, he was, a couple things I noticed when we got him behind the chains, he was very physical on the counter that had been hurting us earlier in the year, and some things we cleaned up, and he made one play in particular, I know that got him in 2nd and long, on a counter that he was, very physical.
Mark, could you sense that the statue ceremony?
And then the coverage I thought was big on the 3rd on the sprint out. He got that corrected from me chewing his ear off, and then he was out there and made a nice play in the flat. I'm sorry.
Did you sense the statue ceremony had an impact on your guys?
I think it did. I really do. I think that was very important for us to show the courage of those guys, and and what they've done, and knowing the difference between right and wrong, and those guys really made a stand and made a difference, and had an impact on a lot of people's lives, and taught others at that time, and are still teaching others today. And it was very important for our team to be there, and for myself to be there, and we have great respect for those gentlemen, and like I said, the inductees as well.
Any significant interest?
I don't think so.
Did you invite Wesley Woodyard to talk to the team beforehand?
I told him when I went out there that I wanted him to, and I couldn't find him before. I would have loved him to talk to the team beforehand. But yeah, and I told him that as soon as I went on the field. So I hope he was around there getting them jacked up, because I wanted him to.
Anybody else? If not, thank you very much. Coaches and players are across the hall.
Thank you.
All right, so Kentucky wins. How about the 3rd-ranked Louisville Cardinals? Lamar Jackson, he's always ready to go, and he's got a cannon for an arm. Look at this. They're taking on Marshall at Marshall, and they say, we got James Quick. He's pretty good. 71-yard touchdown. That gets things popping. 14-0 Louisville in the 2nd quarter here. Lamar back at it again. Goes to Cole Hikutini. That's their 2nd touchdown of the night. Oh, and he wasn't done. After a Marshall turnover, Lamar, you see he's got legs too. Get off me, bruh. 4-yard touchdown. Lamar Jackson, this guy's sensational. Really, really fun to watch. 28-0 Louisville. Now Marshall gets on the board here. Garrett Morrell goes to Ryan Urachek, and that is a great grab. He's pumped, but don't be pumped for too long, because, well, Lamar Jackson's coming right back at you. He hits Reggie Bonifon this time, who does the rest. 8-yard touchdown there. Was 35-7. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Late 3rd quarter, it was 52-7, so it looks like the Cardinals are just going to keep on rolling. Down in Neyland today, number 19 Florida at number 14 Tennessee. Gators have won 11 straight over the Vols, and right from the get-go, the Gators were scoring. Austin Appleby to DeAndre Gooseby. 3-yard touchdown. Then things got a little bit better for UT Vols punt. The punt is muffed. They jump on it. Everybody at Neyland's pumped, but then they just couldn't do anything. Jalen Hurd stuffed at the line. That's pretty much how it went for the Vols all first half long. Florida scores again here. Appleby looks like he's rolling right, then turns, throws left, and 15-yard touchdown by Jordan Conkrite. So Florida leads 21-3 at the half. This thing just looks silly, but in the second half, it's a whole different story. Joshua Dobbs to Jalen Hurd. He's wide open. You heard? 23-yard touchdown. Later, Dobbs, he crammed in the pocket, but finds Ethan Wolf, a 20-yard touchdown here. How about the Volunteers of Tennessee looking like a top 15 team? 4th quarter, Dobbs back at it again. Juwan Jennings bobbles it, and he's got it, and he's taken off. Stepping into the end zone. You know, the Tennessee Volunteers scored 35 points in the second half. Dobbs accounted for all 5 second half touchdowns, and the Vols win 38-28 and improve to 4-0 on the season. So we got Louisville that won today. We got Tennessee that won today, and we got the Kentucky Wildcats who won today. So it's a pretty good job probably throughout our coverage area for some of the football fans we got. Coming up next on the show, we go out to U-Pike Plus, our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week.
Whittlesey looking to throw, fires a strike, caught, Patterson, touchdown.
Union and Cumberland's playing the battle for the Brass Lantern. A lot of points to show you from this one. Welcome back. WYMT Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week tonight. Battle for the Brass Lantern, Union and Cumberland's 32nd meeting between these two schools. Let's get to it. The Patriots lead the all-time series 21-10. First quarter, no score. Freshman Josiah Robbins in for an injured Adam Craig, and the freshman is doing it, and doing it well. Jalen Smith comes up with it, freshie to freshie there on the 48-yard hookup, 7-0 Cumberlands. Later in the quarter, Chandler Whittlesey. This guy's not a freshman. This guy's been at Union for about 55 years, and he's throwing a quick strike to Darian Patterson, a 10-yard score. It's 7-7. Second quarter, Robbins. Weston Hayes, go get it. Second touchdown of the night from Robbins, 14-7 Cumberlands. Later, Whittlesey, look at the top right corner. Oh, picked off by Jalen Benjamin. That's a nice interception there. And then Seth Burke caps it off with a touchdown run, punching it in. Patriots go up 21-7. 3 minutes to go in the half. Whittlesey doing what he does best, buys time, and then goes to a wide open DeAndre Jordan. Chest bump time, bruh. 48-yard touchdown. Bulldogs cut the Patriot lead to a touchdown. Third quarter, it's Robbins again, this time using the lower half of his body, keeping it on the ground. But you see, Union holds on as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. They get a late touchdown and win it 49-45 over the Cumberland's Patriots. So the Brass Lantern is back in Barberville. UPike hosting Reinhardt this weekend after losing their last two games. They're looking to get back on track, but the Eagles shut that down quick on their opening drive. LJ Stegall, he takes it 65 to the house. He had enough time to fist bump there. 7-0 Reinhardt early in the first quarter. UPike starting out, but they go nowhere. Bumble! I like Reinhardt's unis. Those things are pretty sweet. They got great field position, so they're going to cap it off with a touchdown. Deontay Dennis punches it in. UPike's turn again now, but another turnover for the Bears. Al Holland Jr. said, we worked on this, guys, during practice all week because they turned it over a bunch last week. And then they're going to just capitalize again. Aaron Kennedy finds Ryan Thompson, 68. He gone. They put up exactly 700 yards of total offense today, Reinhardt did, as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, and they just thrashed the UPike Bears 62-7. All right, Wise. UVA Wise hosting Glenville State. Dane Dameron looking to come off a bad loss last week. Cavs down 10-0 midway through the second, but James Cousins, oh yeah. He's just going to run the entire day. It's 10-7 Wise. Later in the second, the other Cousins brother shines. It's Jacob Cousins. Hey, brother can do it too, right? 65-yard touchdown. The Cavs lead 14-10 going into halftime recess. Third quarter, I got a punt. That must not be good. Glenville State's Guy Williams, well, he takes the punt back. See ya. 61 yards. It's now 20-17. Cavs still leading. Fourth quarter, 18 seconds left. The Pioneers, they tried a field goal. They're trying to make a field goal and then onside kick it, but they can't even get the field goal. Game over. The Cavs get the hashtag homecoming win, 26-17, and now set at 2-2 on the season.
It feels great. This is the first time in a long time for homecoming that, we're 2-2 now, 500, and it feels really good. I feel great.
We got pretty licked last week. You never know how a team's going to respond to that, and I was happy with how our kids responded. And they played a great game. Defense stepped up. It's some big situations right there, and the offense made some big plays. That's what we got to do right now. We got to be explosive in the offense and be sound in the defense. And I'm happy. It's a good win.
Great stuff there from Dane Dameron. Congrats to the UVA Wise Cavaliers for winning and getting back to 500, just like the Kentucky Wildcats did tonight. Now to high school football, another fun night in the mountains Friday night. Teams are starting to get into district play. Here is the Lee's famous recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill. District play began for some teams in week 5 of the high school football season. The Estill County Engineers spoiled Powell County's homecoming 48-26. Staying in Class 3A District 7, Knott Central still has never beat Breathitt County in football. The Bobcats won their first game of the season over the Patriots, scoring 56 points. That's more points than the last 3 combined games they played. In Class 4A District 6, the North Central Panthers used their defense and power to get a good win over Russell County. And in Class 5A District 8, North Laurel also started out 1-0 in the district by beating Harlan County by 10. The Black Bears have lost 4 straight games. Now to the non-district games of the night that we got to. South Laurel was trying to win 3 games in a row for the first time since 2007, but Whitley County was tough and won its 4th straight since losing the opener. Pulaski County went to Mr. Football candidate Jake Johnson to help seal the win over Madison Southern to win its 3rd straight. Paintsville stayed undefeated, one of only 3 teams left in the mountains without a loss. Allen Central and Johnson Central are the other 2. So yes, that means Belfry lost. The Pirates went down to Knoxville Catholic where they met their match in a game that featured a ton of future Division I players. A couple small school matchups, Harlan beat Middlesboro, ending a 4-year losing streak to the Yellow Jackets, and Williamsburg got a win over Ludlow. One more week of September football and then it's on to October, the month that proves who is the best in the district. This has been the Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg, 2-minute drill. I love that catch at the end. I shot that last night, just doinked right off the kid's head, and then the Powell County player came up with it. We close out the show next with our Sports Overtime Rewind and our Play of the Week. Might not be a play, though. I'm not sure. 2 years ago, Mark Stoops led the Kentucky Wildcats to what may still be his signature win as UK head coach, a 35-28 victory at home versus South Carolina. A couple of big defensive plays sealed the come-from-behind win, including an unlikely pick 6. In this week's Sports Overtime Rewind, we go back to that night of October 4th, 2014.
Okay, I'm not going to yell and scream. Everybody saw what happened. They scored more points than we did. They got a deflection, got a touchdown, they beat us. Simple as that.
It's hard to describe how much pride you feel for the team, just for everybody in the organization.
As 2 wide out each way as he drops to throw it.
We had a lot of guys play pretty well. Probably a lot didn't play very well. But overall, as a team, we got beat. Simple as that. Got beat.
Now they're forced into the passing game on 2nd and 10. Tipped.
Just somebody batted it up. I saw it floating in the air. It felt like it was up there for 5 minutes.
It's intercepted! Touchdown! Kentucky! Bud Dupree caught it right in! Wow! He flipped it into the air and Dupree caught it in full stride. Thompson throws deep down the middle. Intercepted! Ashley Lowry, go down! Yes, he does. He gets tackled by Josh Forrest. It was California Chrome in the spring. It's Kentucky Chrome in the fall as the Wildcats defeat South Carolina 45-38. And it's party time as the fans come on the field at Commonwealth Stadium.
It's hard. It's really hard to put into words. I think, I feel very proud of the whole group and all the work that we put in and. It was emotional. I mean, I felt, overwhelmed at times when I was on that field, and it happened so quick. I was frustrated a lot of the night. But just very grateful, I think, is the thing that comes to mind, and appreciate the guys in that locker room.
Boy, that was a throwback. Josh put that together, but he did, or at least put that in the rundown. I didn't know it was going to be my package from 2 years ago, so that was fun stuff. Tonight, though, as you saw earlier, the Kentucky Wildcats beat South Carolina for a 3rd straight year, 17-10 at Commonwealth Stadium. All right, let's get to our play of the week, Jonathan. Here we go. LSU Auburn, 1 second left. Danny Etling runs and throws to DJ Chark. LSU for the win. Looks like it. Game over, right? Uh-oh, but Etling doesn't get the snap off. And Auburn wins. Look, take another look here. Etling, he didn't get that snap off before it said 0 seconds. It's the first home conference win since 2014 for Auburn, and the Tigers didn't even score a touchdown. 2008 was the last time they won an SEC game without scoring a touchdown. Play of the week, Auburn, question mark. I don't know. Jonathan, director, do you think that was a play of the week or no? Possibly, he said. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit there. I don't know. I mean, the LSU catch was good, but they didn't win, so I don't know. All right, we're done. That wraps up another Sports Overtime Saturday night. Next week, Harlan County goes to Letcher Central for our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week. Hopefully, I won't be limping around. Still had pretty sore from a run I had the other night. Have an awesome night.